Hmm. Our journey continues south. Oh, come on. Okay, our two settlements seem to be doing fine. Right. So... southwest. We'll hear what the settlement people at least want. Although... I'd really like to get access to some kind of a city. Proper settlement. See what kind of options and weapons and things like that would be available. Southwest, was it? Fighting all over the place. I am sort of curious. Just check what's the fighting's all about. I think Raiders most likely. Art. That looks like scavengers. Junkie. I don't know. Dealer said there was a big stash of chems up at the Monsignor Plaza. Get them and we'd be set for months, or we could sell them and buy something stronger. What did they kill? Blood flag. Legendary black bloodfly, wounding pipe revolver pistol. Didn't get a chance to look at it. Target bleeds for 25 points of additional damage. Uses 45, so it's a revolver. I'm not terribly interested. I'm sure it's a fine weapon, but revolvers probably can't be stealthy. At least I think not. I'm not sure if there's any kind of a sense to the legendary creature thing. It difficulty setting affects them. How often do you encounter them? Fraternal Post 115. I can see the target. The city is just full of sites, interesting sites. I really wish we could have a proper silenced weapon if we're going to go into some kind of a war zone like that. Current one might not be the worst thing ever, but it's probably very close to that. We do need to cross the river. Right, that looks very unsafe, but we have other crossing points. Not good ones. Suppose I could just swim, but it's very likely radioactive. And don't... well... there's a light in that sunken whatever, so it's probably a point of interest. No immediate reaction. So maybe it's okay to go there. Definitely radioactive. Highly radioactive.
Yes.
Oh fuck. Wireless hatchlings. I'd say there's a high probability of adults being around. This is not a good place to be. Still, we already sort of made ourselves vulnerable with this. I die of radiation poisoning. Not even closely worth it.
Got it.
Okay, I think I'll drink... well... I'll just have to use 2 right away, shouldn't be too bad. Yep. Pretty much exactly that. A little bit of bear ribs, and we're back in 12. Ooh, what is this? That's 5 guys.
This ain't a charity. 500 caps or you ain't going anywhere.
We can't afford that. Please, we're just farmers trying to get home.
What do we do about it? Damn it. Kill him.
What?
Run for him. You win.
Hi.
Thanks, stranger. That's more than most would have done.
Cool.
Hey.
You saved our lives. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, to be honest, I'm a little bit shocked that it went so well too. Still, I'll take it. That's very likely some kind of raider base. So close to the blockade they had on the bridge. Beantown Brewery. I'll let it be for now. I want to talk to the settlers, see what's their problem is. It could very well be tied to the brewery anyway. Okay, what kind of settlement are we talking about? Have a cow? No. It's not just a farm. Potatoes. Lots and lots of potatoes. You aren't allied with this settlement. That looks like an oil drilling tower. I have no idea what the one thing behind it is. There can't be many people living here. 2 settlers. This seems like a generic quest in that since there's no named character here, this could have been anywhere.
Hey.
We're in some real trouble here. I hope you can help.
Hey there.
Ugh, my back hurts, my feet hurts, everything hurts.
Hi.
Okay, what exactly is the problem?
What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
It's okay. I'm with the Minutemen. I'm here to help.
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed. We sent word with one of them passing traders, but honestly, I never expected anything to come of it. Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days after Quincy. Bad business, that.
Is there something you need my help with?
Oh, yeah. I'm damn glad you're here. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks. Stealing food and supplies, threatening to kill us all if we don't pony up. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against a gang like that.
Kill the raiders in Corvega Assembly.
Will you be willing to join the Minutemen once I've dealt with those raiders?
We'll give it a good long think. People have gotten used to not being able to count on you folks. that's not gonna change overnight.
So what does it do for us if we manage to get more people to join the Minutemen? Where is Corbega? I recall Corbega. Yeah. Kill the raiders in Corbega Assembly. Does it mean I actually have to kill every stinking one of them there, or do I need to do something specific? Actually, it's as far away as Diamond City, so I'm sort of inclined to just try to go to Diamond City first. Right. Do I follow the roads, or well, I haven't followed the road so far. Why start now? Ah, there's a wolf there. Well, well, well. I'd like to mark it, even if I am not going to necessarily go there now. Vaults are always useful. It's actually quite hard to think of a vault that never produced anything of value, or didn't have a lot of entertainment value. I recall at least a couple immediately. Okay. And usually every vault has a story behind it. So I guess that's the attraction there. There's no vault where people just were put in and they were expected to survive the nuclear war. There's always some kind of experiment. So it's like unwrapping a gift, not really knowing what the thing is this time. Well, there's something here. Where is it? Wonder if there's a perk that would allow you to spot enemies. Ooh, it's a super mutant. I think. I better not shoot it though. It wasn't hostile. And I'm not 100% sure it's even a super mutant. It sort of looks like. Look like it's larger than normal humanoid size, so what else could it be? And it has a weird walking pattern. It doesn't have a humanoid walking animation. Or human walking animation. So I'm hard pressed to think of what else it could be. There's some kind of shack there. Is it near water? Nope. And it sort of goes where we want to go anyway. Clearly there's someone here, or something. That's that guy again. Is he patrolling? I'd say definitely super mutant. Carrots. Corn. Not sure where carrots are needed. I do recall seeing the carrots in some kind of a terminal. I mean, as a recipe. For the life of me, I don't recall what it was. Yep, super mutant getting into a fight. Stove.
That's it.
Fertilizer bags. I'll steal them. Each one is a potential bomb. Now that I'm here, I might as well look at that. Can I should be able to produce bombs. Might even have some with me. Pulse grenades are anti-robot weapon. Aren't gonna get those in a long time. Molotov cocktails, baseball grenades. Could definitely do bottle cap mines. Another demolition expert, and we can do cryogenic mines. Fragmentation mines. Coulson plasma is much more high tech. Without science, it's not gonna happen. Fertilizer bags were probably very heavy. Still, we don't have to go back or anything. Thanks. Somewhat worried about the fact that the assumed super mutant went toward this vault too. Never went there, but if you can move around here, it means that either it's hidden or it's access denied. You have to have a way inside, and this is probably the first vault you're gonna notice, because the game directs you into this direction. Bear. Goddamn bear. Okay, maybe we can do better this time. Fragmentation mines. I'm curious to try these for a couple of reasons. One is I have too many of them anyway. Go into the mines! It's not going into the goddamn mines. I don't even recall where the mines were. There. I was sort of hoping it would be crippled by, but no change in speed. Vault 81. Yeah, it's definitely open, I'd say. That would be access to a lot of high-tech stuff, I would imagine. Well, potentially. Who knows what it's used for now? For all I know, it could have been abandoned a long time ago. Especially since it's so easy to stumble upon. Even abandoned vaults tend to be at least somewhat interesting. I don't see why we shouldn't take a look. Definitely someone here, or something. I would say someone because the lighting is still working pretty well. No way in hell we can stay hidden here. We have a Pip-Boy though, so we might be able to force it open. I want to take a closer look. Just in case there's some hostiles here. Probably inside the vault if they're anywhere. Looks fairly harmless.
Hold it right there. Vault 81 security. I don't know where you got your hands on a working Pip-Boy, but you better start talking.
It's an actual vault.
I got it in Vault 111.
Vault 111? Haven't heard of that one yet. And what sort of business are you looking to take care of here in 81?
What's with the third degree?
It's called protocol. Think we just let anyone in here? Think again.
Who is it, Edwards?
Ma'am, some new Commonwealth traveler. Not one of our usual traders.
Well, if someone wants in, they can earn it like everyone else. Let me speak to them. Sorry about that. Officer Edwards here was just doing his job. I'm sure you can understand our need for caution. For newcomers, we like to operate on exchange. You help us, we help you.
I don't think we can convince her, especially since we don't have our convincing equipment, but we might as well try.
But I'm a fellow Vault Dweller. Can't you just let me in?
Excuse me, ma'am. Before you arrived, she did say she was from Vault 111. And she's in possession of a working Pip-Boy.
Is that so? I'm going to allow it. Edwards, open the door and make the announcement. Officer Edwards and I will meet you at the entrance.
Okay. Didn't think that would have worked. Overseer McNamara. Why does that name sound familiar?
Come on, Gwen. My guys have been working doubles for weeks now. They need a break.
Everyone's working hard right now, Cal. You think I don't know that? Just do the best with what you can.
Ooh. Might as well change equipment. So a very good chance we'll have to try to persuade people some more.
That's all I'm asking.
Fine, I'll see what I can do. But you and I both know we can't keep going on like this.
Sorry about that. As you'll soon see, we have a few maintenance projects underway. Gwen McNamara, Overseer. Welcome to Vault 81. We've never encountered a fellow Vault Dweller. Is this Vault 111 you mentioned still operational? Have you ever seen any other Vault Dwellers? You're the first. In all our time here, not a single traveler from another vault. Here, we pride ourselves on having maintained a successful vault over these past 2 centuries. We'd like to be completely self-sufficient, but there are certain resources we can't provide ourselves.
I like the fact that they're sort of they're fatter than the people outside. Good life.
I'm impressed you maintained a successful vault for this long.
Thanks. I owe it to the overseers before me, but some here would disagree. A few believe opening the doors to the Commonwealth was a mistake.
Aren't you curious about the Commonwealth and what it has to offer?
Of course. But my duty is to these people and keeping them safe. We receive a few select traders often enough to stay well informed. Now, I have work to do. If you need anything else, I'll be in my office.
No. Not gonna start stealing from people, certainly. Jesus Christ, first selection of non-hostile humans, really.
Another outsider? What'd they let you in for?
What's with the attitude?
I don't trust outsiders. We didn't need your help before, we don't need it now. The Overseer never should have opened up the vault to your kind.
I'm a fellow Vault Dweller.
I don't care where you're from. It's not here.
It's a dangerous attitude, because that door isn't gonna prevent determined intruders from entering. It's happened often enough time in these games. I mean, if your only protection is the vault door, it's just a matter of time before someone comes knocking, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. I mean, you're trapped here like rats. You have no way to escape and really fight or anything.
Hey there.
So, we got a new visitor today. Don't say anything, but man, I'd love to be out there.
It takes some preparation. I'd learn how to use a gun, and be ready to use it before I went out there.
I've never even touched a gun. Now, I can't even say if our security has seen any real combat, but with the hours we're working these days, I'm not even sure where I'd find the time to practice.
Why the long hours?
We're just making sure this roof over our heads doesn't cave in on us. They say it's all the moving parts that have us working round the clock these days. Structurally, I guess 81 is still pretty sound. Vault Tech sure knew what they were doing when they set these places up. Well, I don't want to keep you, and I gotta get back to work. Maybe I'll see you around.
Yeah, maybe. So, problems. In some ways I'm sort of pleased that this wasn't some kind of a tragic end, Bolt. At least not at this point.
Calvin's always looking for tools. I heard he'll pay caps if you got them.
Must be rough, living out there.
Excuse me.
You should stop by and see Horatio while you're here. Can't imagine you come across many barbers in the Commonwealth.
I'm fairly pleased with my hairstyle, thanks. Unless we can change other aspects of our appearance. Requires the terminal. Right. Better not try to cause trouble. Decontaminate.
No signs of radiation. Impressive.
Watch out for the maintenance. It never ends around here.
Hey, Ashes. What are you doing up here? Ashes, where are you going? Ash! Damn it. Aaron's not going to like this. Dr. Pensky runs a hydroponics lab here. She may have some work for you if you're interested.
If you want a good meal, see Maria at the cafeteria. She'll hook you up.
Sliding door. So far, pretty typical place.
You're not making any trouble.
Now that you made it in, we'll be keeping an eye on you. So do us all a favor and behave yourself.
Okay.
I got 2 words on what I expect out of you. Best behavior.
I'll keep that in mind. Seems reasonable enough. Can I do something about the cat? Well, it's somewhere.
What I wouldn't give for some real time off.
Stay out of trouble.
So, what does this vault have to offer for us? Besides, well, we could get access to some good trades, I suppose.
Hey lady, are you really from the Commonwealth?
Yeah. Why do you want to know?
I never met anybody from the Commonwealth before. I thought maybe you might want someone to show you around. Just 5 caps.
Sure, but I'm not paying you.
Okay. Boy, you're a real cheapskate. We'll start over here. This is the depot. The Combs family run it. Aaron and I are best friends. Her mom and dad fight a lot, so I don't like to go in there when they're around. But if you need something, they're the ones that have it.
What do they fight about?
I shouldn't tell you this, but everyone says Mr. Combs is sleeping with Tina. Mrs. Combs doesn't know, but he's always leaving her to do all the work while he hangs out with Tina. Next stop, the Overseer. I bet you killed a lot of strange things. Ooh, and raiders. I bet you fought raiders too.
Yep. Might as well take the tour first.
The Overseer's office is up there. They're busy up there, and they do not like to be bothered. She makes rules, but she's nice. I like her.
Does she take care of people that break the rules?
Security mostly takes care of the people who break the rules, but she's in charge of all of the security officers. It doesn't happen very often. Next stop, the diner. Now we gotta go downstairs. That's where the diner is. Everybody eats there. Sometimes it gets real crowded. The Somersets are nice though. You'll like them.
Hello, Austin. I see you're showing our guest from the Commonwealth around.
Yes, ma'am. This is the Sunshine Diner. Grant says that they'll take all of our hard work and turn it into swill. Mr. and Mrs. Somerset run the diner. They're pretty nice. Mrs. Somerset's pies are the best.
How is their food? Other than the pies.
I like it. Mrs. Somerset always sneaks me seconds.
I'll save you a slice of pie, Austin.
Next stop, Horatio. I told you they were nice. Do you like your hair? I like mine. I hate combing it though. Gran makes me comb it.
Overseer needs you.
Austin, that hair of yours is a mole rat's nest.
This is where Horatio fixes up people's hair. Aaron's mom comes here all the time. Gran hardly comes here at all. She makes me cut my hair, though. It's not fair.
Would he do my hair?
Sure. He can turn your hair into anything. I wanted him to make mine look like Skull, but Gran wouldn't let him. Next stop is Gran. Let's go see Gran. I live with her. She's not my—
There we
Taboo
go.
tattoos. Permanently unlock a new unique facial tattoo.
my real grandmother, though. My parents died when I was real little.
Looks like we can't kill children again. The crosshair disappears.
Hi, Gran.
Austin, what are you doing here? Are you bothering that stranger from the Commonwealth?
I'm not bothering her. I'm helping her. That's Gran.
Weird
She takes
lighting.
care of me. You can call her Dr. Pensky. She acts all grumpy, but it's not for real.
Says you.
She runs our hydroponics lab. It's where we get all our food.
You don't get anything from the Commonwealth?
Nope. Gran grows it all here. She's really smart. Next stop, Miss Katie. Come on, hurry up. We gotta go to the other side of the vault. I'll show you where I go to school. I bet you didn't have to go to school.
Actually, I probably did.
This is the school. Miss Katie runs it. It's boring most of the time, but Gran says I have to go anyway.
Your Gran is a smart woman, Austin.
Are there a lot of kids in the vault?
Not that many. The overseer says that we're using population control, whatever that is. Next stop is the medical clinic. Let's go downstairs. I'll show you the clinic. Doc Forsyth and Rachel are okay, I guess, but I don't go there unless I have to. Or unless Gran makes me.
Are we waiting for something? These guys just have pistols. So nothing too high tech. Standard body armor and a pistol.
This is our medical clinic. If you get hurt or sick, you come down here. Dr. Forsyth says I can't bother him or Rachel while they're working.
Did you ever get sick?
Just colds and stuff. Hardly anyone here gets sick. Mr. Somerset broke his foot once, though. They put a big cast on it, and he had to walk with crutches. Now we go see Erin. She's gonna be surprised when she sees you. Come on, this way. Erin and I spend a lot of time together. She didn't believe me when I said I would bring you to her.
I don't know what it is. There's too few shadows in these vault environments. No one really has them. I guess it's the lighting is weird in here. That's why they have such odd feel to them.
Erin, look who I found! The stranger from the Commonwealth.
Wow. You're really from the Commonwealth?
You're Austin's best friend?
We've been friends forever. There aren't a lot of other kids in the vault. Thanks for doing my tour. I was so cool to show you off to everyone.
Excuse me, ma'am? Have you seen my cat?
Ash is gone?
I just want to ask for money.
I think he's left the vault. I saw him run by me when I got here.
Left the vault? Oh, please bring him back. Please. No one else would set foot outside for him.
Where do you think he may have gone?
Not far. He'd be terrified. I'm sure if there's anywhere nearby to hide, you'll find him.
Ah, fuck.
Hey, I'll find him for you.
Thank you. His name is Ashes. He's the sweetest little gray cat. I just want him to come home.
Now we enter the territory where we ask the question, how sadistic of a bastard is the game designer of this game? Go find a kitty. That should be a simple, trivially easy thing to do. So how much ball busting are they gonna make me go through before I get the cat? Also, I should go around talking to people. It seems like loot-wise this is not a really worthwhile place to come to, because I would have to steal, and I don't want to steal. Don't want to risk this. Don't want to risk a good thing and potential allies for nothing.
The work never ends in Vault 81.
Okay. We should talk to the overseer
See Maria. She runs the Sunshine Diner in the atrium.
and the doctor and things like that to get an idea what's going on, what's the true situation here. Seems like while they're doing okay, they're sort of reaching a breaking point of some kind, and if there's not going to be a change in the situation, their living here is going to come to an end anyway, and probably in an ugly way. And if they don't change something, it's gonna come.
Nice, Pip-Boy. If it ever starts acting up on you, see Alexis. She'll fix it right up.
We're gonna hit
That's
some
wearing that
trouble.
Pip-Boy in the Commonwealth. I can't believe someone has tried to steal it yet.
I didn't really think about it being so valuable.
Welcome, welcome.
Don't interrupt while they're working.
I hope I'm not being presumptuous, but I'd like to ask you a favor. Would you mind donating some medical samples? Even just a blood sample?
Hey me.
Why do you need medical samples?
It's for my research. The people of Vault 81 have been genetically isolated from the Commonwealth for many generations. I'm trying to determine what the genetic variation is between the two populations.
Seems like a worthwhile cause. And I tried to get into their good graces anyway.
Sure. You can have some blood.
Excellent. Just have a seat, and I'll draw some blood.
Where do I need to sit?
Sit there. This'll only take a sec. There. Hardly hurt a bit, eh? Thank you. This will be a great help. Now, I need to get these prepared immediately.
Excuse me, Dr. Forsyth?
Do you need something? I'm rather busy at the moment.
Apparently I don't.
You're that wanderer from the Commonwealth. I'm Rachel. I assist Dr. Forsyth with his medical duties. Are you sick or injured?
Do you get a lot of patients in the vault?
No. The people of this vault are surprisingly healthy. If that's all, I have work to do.
I wonder if I'm free to hack these. Great.
I'm in.
Okay. Gwen McNamara. General health, excellent. Childhood bronchitis resulted in susceptibility to respiratory infections. Prescribed steroidal anti-inflammatory inhaler for emergency use. Mark Somerset. General health, poor. He has survived 2 bouts of pneumonia. Prognosis of surviving another is doubtful. Suffers from ulcers, kidney disease. Dr. Priscilla Pensky. Good health. Beginning to show signs of arthritis. Has a family history of dementia, but shows no signs of it. Generally refusing even mild treatment. So being a doctor, basically. Robert DeLuca. Poor health. Multiple addictions to chems. Got clean once for 2 months before relapsing. Shows signs of cardiac weakness and memory loss. Okay, some dirt on the local population. Storage area? Yeah. I don't understand why these look so different.
I hope we have enough gauze.
Aaron's cat managed to get out of the vault. Can't imagine he'll live too long out there in the Commonwealth.
Now, where did I put those screws?
Reactor feed. Problem with the reactor.
Seeds. I'll need more seeds.
Gotta have more
Sorry
seed.
about the maintenance. It never ends these days.
Well, hello.
I hope nothing's happened to him.
Hi, Austin.
I can't wait till I don't have to go to school anymore.
She's looking pretty bad in there.
Don't actually recall where everyone is anymore.
Your Pip-Boy ever act up on you? Mine's been
You whipping
glitchy
up a new
lately.
batch of pies today? I heard Alexis promised one to Erin, and I know how you hate to disappoint the little ones.
Marcus William Somerset. Oh, don't you go on thinking you're so clever. Those pies are going to be for Calvin and his crew. Lord knows they could use a treat right now.
Hey, you tried telling that to Erin and breaking a little girl's heart. I didn't realize my wife was so cold-blooded.
Mark, I swear, over 40 years of marriage, you need to count your blessings you're still alive.
Another new face in the vault, eh? What is it we're needing now, Missy?
They're still around. In the Commonwealth, I mean.
I'm afraid that information's classified, sir. If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Gwenny let in a good one. That sense of humor is just what this vault needs. The people here, they're a bit overworked these days. Some blame the Overseer. But it ain't Gwenny's fault. Poor girl. Just landed the right position at the wrong time.
That makes sense, right? They like technology. Their gadgets.
What's going on? Why are people so overworked?
Well, you live in the same place for 200 years. Time just takes its toll. Until the Overseer opened the vault to the traders, we were just slapping on one band-aid after the next. Now we're just scrambling to keep old 81 together.
I'm sure she's doing her best.
I know she is. She's a smart gal. And maintaining this bucket of bolts ain't easy. Well, I best be getting back to it. Don't want the old lady on me again. 62 years old and still fiery as ever.
You must be that new traveler Gwen let in. It's always nice to see a new face around here.
Nice place you have here.
Why, thank you. Mark and I try to keep her tidy. The Sunshine Diner, we call her. If you need any food for the road, or just feeling hungry, you let me know. Our menu isn't quite as exotic as the Commonwealth, but it'll do in a pinch.
Do you run this place by yourself?
Heavens no, I'd be a wreck. My husband, Mark, he helps me, though mostly with the tasting.
Is it hard work feeding everyone here?
It used to be easier. Back when I was young, we had more supplies than we could count. Why, my mother taught me some recipes that had ingredients that... Well, I doubt you could find them anywhere anymore. Since we started trading, we managed well enough, but the variety? Let's just say it's more than a bit lacking.
Have you ever thought about leaving the vault?
Never. Can you imagine? Born and raised right here in Vault 81. It was easier back then, you know. Supplies were high, and the dangers outside were both severe and unknown. Poor Gwen didn't know what she was getting into when she accepted the role of Overseer.
How is Gwen doing as the Overseer?
It weighs on her, I can tell. We need help from the Commonwealth, but a few people, they don't care for it. Not to mention the state of the vault. Upkeep's got people working round the clock these days. Even me. If people are going to be up all night working, they'll need a good meal to keep them going.
Yeah, this can't last.
Let's see what you got.
Something's bound to sound good.
Okay. Anything I actually want. Why do your pork and beans have radiation too? Yeah, I would have wished they would have some of these products maybe that don't have any radiation. But whatever. I'd like to find the doctor, their researcher, who's responsible for the food production, then talk to the Overseer maybe.
Don't try anything.
Need to check the water pumps again. The water smells funny. This strain is doing quite well.
Pardon me, Dr. Pensky?
Gonna need more fertilizer soon. Very little discoloration. Strong cellular plant structure. My latest batch of fruit is doing quite well.
He doesn't want to talk, or she rather. Test group A14-1. Germination was fast, seeds have sprouted and are healthy. Radicals and hypocotyls appear strong. Initial examination of cells appears normal. Okay. Other samples both display 3 cotyledons. Is displaying a purple striped pattern. Next week. Seedlings continue to grow normally and will be ready for transplant. Roots appear healthy and are steadily growing. Other groups, despite their differences, are thriving well alongside others. One group has died. This section revealed little to differentiate it from the others. The discoloration does not appear to be infection or parasite related. All seedlings have been successfully transplanted. Growth continues to appear healthy. Water intake is normal. Test Group B. Germination has been slow. Only 50% of the seeds have sprouted. The radical is barely showing. I have my doubts on the other half. This group does have a higher chance of failure due to radiation exposure. The initial 50% of seeds initially sprouting have continued to show signs of growth. In addition, 25% have also started to sprout. We'll continue to observe the remainder. Lost a couple of groups to overwatering. These seedlings utilized far less water than previous hybrids. A potential benefit, but I'll need to monitor them closely for proper hydration. So we have some sort of a normal crop with some odd coloring that doesn't, the scientists don't know a reason. And then weaker crop as far as growth is concerned, but utilizes less water and doesn't really have any obvious problems. I wonder if this matters in any way. We transplant it, okay. The others have not formed a strong enough root bed to safely move. No further seeds have sprouted since week 2, so this is this sterile group.
Excuse me, Dr. Pensky.
You should stop by the lab in the morning and take a look at the new crops.
So I wanted to see if there's maybe some mention of the crops they have here. Oh. Okay, I'll go and talk to the overseer, I guess.
Here?
Oh, you're that new traveler. You must have
Hello,
had so many
Holt.
adventures out in the
So,
Commonwealth.
you're the new gal. I heard we let someone into the vault. How long do you plan on sticking around?
What do you want to know?
I'll ask the questions. I'm the one that lives here. I have a right to know.
Not sure. We'll see.
Yeah, I guess we will. We can take care of ourselves here in 81. We don't need to be letting in every stray traveler that comes our way.
No, you don't, but you're gonna have to start letting someone in. Commissary and overseer. What time is it?
I'll be damned if that whole duck isn't gonna need replacing. Tired of these tools giving out on me. Don't they know there's work to be done?
Hey, Calvin.
Sorry, new gal. Not a lot of time to talk right now.
Not even just for a moment?
A moment? Well, I suppose. Not like I actually want to get back to work.
What do you do here?
Me? I'm just the lucky sucker in charge of maintenance here. Sorry if you heard me bickering with the overseer earlier. She and I don't always see eye to eye.
Okay, what's the problem?
You guys have been living here over 200 years. This place is bound to be in decline.
In decline? You must be one of those politically correct types. Old 81 here, she's a straight-up wreck. Pretty solid for a while, easy enough to keep up with her needs, but in the last few years or so, damn, she got feisty. Been going through tools like they were going out of style, so if you got any, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands.
How much are you paying?
I'd say 15 caps per tool. Overseer won't let me go higher, but I'll take as many as you can grab.
Maybe. I'll see.
Well, let's just say if you find yourself back in 81 with some spares on you, come find me. We'll always be needing more. That's the sad truth. Anyway, here I am running my mouth when there's work to do. Sorry I can't talk longer, stranger, but mind the maintenance. Shouldn't get in your way, at least.
Okay. Tools don't really provide us with a lot of useful things or mandatory things we have to get from them, so we might donate some of them.
Calvin's always looking for tools. I heard he'll pay caps if you got them.
Drug use. I'm sort of just looking around. Maybe anything popping in our view, bobbleheads, anything. I don't see. We got like one magazine, although I haven't been all that keen on. So I could have easily missed something.
Take time to look around. You'll have the full run of the place.
Overseer.
Some of our residents aren't as thrilled about outsiders as most, so please, don't think they speak for all of us. If you haven't already, you should stop by the classroom. Katie would love to have you speak to her students.
Maybe I should talk to her. But it's a bad time, I guess. People are eating. Never really understood this system. I mean, if you can restart so easily, what's the point? I need to wait 10 seconds.
Hello, Overseer?
Feel free to make the most of the services we offer while you're here.
I'd like to see the shop they have. Vipers.
That's it.
Supply requests. Mudfruit crates, Brahmin steaks. Okay, fulfilled, pendant. 3 fusion cores, Priscilla Pensky. Maintenance requests. Second floor atrium vent. Vent has been leaking. Need to investigate shaft for integrity. May need to replace batch section, but hopefully can get by with a patch job. Main level corridor. Pipes are suffering from corrosion, needs welding and sealant. Sections of flooring may need to be replaced. We'll need to take a closer look behind the scenes to investigate the extent of damage. Sealant must be giving away for a concrete base as water is building up among wiring in the floor. Need to find a solution for resealing and water removal. Repairs. If one more thing in this vault breaks, I'm going to scream. And by scream, I mean angrily slam the keys to this terminal, as I enter in yet another frustrating log. No one told me when I took over for Overseer Bot that I was inheriting a sinking ship. From what Calvin tells me, the damage isn't even coming from us and our everyday lives. It's something external, and of course, since it's external, it's harder for him to assess the overall damage. We can't very well just unbury the vault. On the good side, the reactors continue to run without a hitch. 2 centuries and not a single incident that old Veracity couldn't handle. So while the walls around us crumble, at least we'll have good lighting to witness it. Once again I overheard a citizen telling one of the traders how much we don't need them. What is wrong with these people? Holt, Miranda? Don't they realize that without these traders we'd be starving? We wouldn't have half the items we need to get repairs done around here. I get the fear to allow outsiders in. I was terrified when we first opened the vault after 2 centuries of isolation. But you'd think after 10 years people would be more accepting and trust the faces we've grown to know so well. Some people still don't accept Horatio, and the man's lived with us for years now. And sure, I don't know what could happen in the future. Maybe it's just a matter of time before we allow the wrong person in. But it's a chance we have to take, and a chance they need to accept if we're going to survive for another generation. Bobby DeLuca. How hard can it be to catch Bobby DeLuca doing drugs? The vault is only so big. There's only so many places he can hide, and yet here I am getting another complaint about his little habit. It's frustrating on so many levels. Everyone's working hard, almost around the clock, and here's Bobby. He sleeps on the job. A job that he can't even do, by the way. He gets old Rusty to do everything. He's not high, he's drunk. His sister backs up every story he comes up with. The list goes on. Part of me just wants to lock him up, post a guard and be done with it. Let him suffer through the withdrawal as a punishment. We all know he deserves it. Priscilla informed me that she lost the latest carrot crop. I wish we had the space to do more consistent rotations. On the bright side, while we'll miss the carrots now, we'll be even happier once they're back. I will never forget the day when Maria made her first Brahmin meat pie. I thought I was in heaven and that I'd never eat another steak in a box again. Against Dr. Forsyth's wishes, I might add. Wasn't long before I'd had my fill and found myself enjoying that same old Salisbury steak. On the bright side, Maria's mudfruit pies are consistently good, although it's hard to go wrong when it comes to dessert. It helps that she likes to save them for special occasions. Probably smart on her part. She's been our chef long enough to know how easily our taste buds give out on us.
Have you been down to medical to see Dr. Forsyth yet? He told me he's very interested in meeting you.
Right. Looks like we can't do much here, so I suppose we're going to hunt down the cat. I'd like to talk to the woman in charge of the classrooms, but since we're going to come back here for the cat anyway, I'm not sure if that's necessary. If anything, we need to do the shopping too, but it's not happening now. We'll come back later. It's probably bad time of the day or something.
I heard we had a trader in today.
So, basically a fully functioning settlement on the breaking point.
We got a barber here if you need it. Not saying you do.
I don't.
The Commonwealth sounds so exciting. And dangerous.
It is.
Watch out for the maintenance. It never ends around here.
Watch yourself.
So the cat really ran out. Yeah, I'll end it here. God knows what I'll have to do to get it back.